Bethesda Game Studios is close to releasing its brand new IP in over 29 years. But is Starfield the next space Skyrim or the next space Fallout 76? Namaskar friends, welcome to Illegal Desi. Let's begin. Before I proceed any further, if you like the video, then hit the like and subscribe button. It helps out the channel more than you know. Also, your feedback is appreciated down in the comments below. Without going too much into spoiler territory, you start out in a space mining outpost on a distant moon where you recover a piece of metal of unknown origins. Soon, a member of Constellation, a group of space explorers, comes to retrieve the piece but is ambushed by pirates. He then offers you an opportunity to join the Constellation and help the group decipher the meaning of it and explore the vast star system in the galaxy. The reason I'm keeping the description of the main plot so short is because in typical Bethesda fashion, for some of you, the main story might not even matter, as it will be more of a means to an end rather than the true end itself. The biggest draw of Starfield is the meaty side quests, and they are truly loaded. Whether you're helping out the United Colonies, the Freestar Collective, or the other factions in the game, each faction quest is big enough on its own to be a plot point for its own separate game that could be anywhere between 8 to 10 hours long on an average. However, I'm just giving broader numbers based on my playthrough and the discussion I've had with some of the other players. The graphics of the game have blown my expectations out of the water. Whether you're flying in space and admiring the view, or in a desolate location just trying to figure things out, or in the handcrafted cities, outposts, and colonies scattered across the galaxy from New Atlantis to Aquila City, everything makes you believe that the people took every possible measure to persevere in the environment and build something there. So you have an underground city in Mars, while the more habitable planets have a thriving society, and there's another planet that adapts to a slightly desert environment to have a city that mirrors the Wild West. Adding to all of that is the photo mode, which is comprehensive, and trust me when I say this that you will have so many amazing chances to click pictures that you can easily spend hours over there. The characters and NPCs are designed in the trademark Bethesda way, but they look and act better than ever. Now let's start with the USP of Starfield, the planets. The game universe contains over 100 star systems with about 1,000 planets and many more moons. However, it is important to know that you cannot travel to every single place. For starters, gas giants like Jupiter are completely off limits, but you can visit a few of its moons. Similarly, known planets with harsh environments like ice planets also look unreachable currently. But in spite of that limitation, you will have plenty of planets and plenty of places to visit, and I can assure you there is no shortage of places to explore. I further want to add in that while you can land in any part of the planets that you are allowed to explore, landing in any part would be useless, as in my playthrough, I found the procedurally generated parts of the planet to be extremely boring places with little to nothing going on. However, that may change as I further progress, but I am letting you know things as they stand. For example, this is supposed to be somewhere in North India, on that now completely abandoned Earth. Nothing for miles. Furthermore, like the developer stated that for landing, takeoff, and even interspace travel, the system is more automated, where you hit the takeoff button and after a loading screen, you're in space. Then you go to the star map and highlight the solar system and planet that you want to travel so that the ship goes into warp speed, and finally check the point where you want to land. I would say that is a good thing, because if you want to see the challenges of taking off and landing on planets that look realistic, you need to go no further than play Star Citizen. The starter ship that you get is fair enough for decent space travel, but you would need to eventually upgrade to get a ship with which you can engage in combat. Alternatively, you can upgrade your ship by visiting the appropriate dealer. Coming to the other aspects of the game, the combat has significantly improved since Fallout. The gunplay feels great and punchy without too many complaints. In the RPG fashion of Bethesda, you get plenty of opportunities to talk, fight, steal, or negotiate your way to complete a quest. Thanks to the Bethesda trademark, you have 3 different POVs to play the game, either in first person, over-the-shoulder third person, or a distant third person experience like the one more commonly seen in Assassin's Creed. Your skills are entirely dependent on the skill point, which will help you tweak around 82 different skills, where each skill has about 4 levels. Once you unlock a level with a skill point, you will be given a task related to that skill, where only upon completion of the associated task will you be able to unlock the next level. You will come across some quests that require you to be at a certain level of a particular skill to complete it. One of the biggest examples of this is the lockpicking skill. If you are looking to finish the game with all skills maxed out, you can expect leveling up to 320 at the very minimum. That's a long way ahead, but something that was expected from Bethesda. I do have a couple of complaints with the game, first being the inventory management system, which is all over the place with a lot of back and forth if you want some gear, although Bethesda tries to alleviate it with a quick access. The second being there is no minimap whatsoever to guide you. Now I can understand why a procedurally generated portion of the planet might have that missing, but it gets frustrating trying to navigate your way through places like New Atlantis. In some scenarios, the broken waypoint made things tougher for me. And third, every single time that you go into any different place, you end up with a loading screen. That includes entering or exiting buildings, entering a certain part of the city, and other things associated to it. I guess it was too much to expect something like that from a current generation game. Despite the minor nitpicks, this is a game that can define this generation. Bethesda games have always been known for amazing world and amazing stories, and Starfield delivers in spades. I can honestly see myself putting literally hundreds of hours in this game as I work through the main story, the side quests, and everything else. All I can say is, the more you give to this game, Starfield will give you back times fold. And I hope that each and every one of you does try your hand in becoming a space cowboy. Anyways guys, that's gonna do it for the video. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one.